Okay, so for today's video, we're going to visit my lovely school, which is called Hagagymnasiet. And as you can see here, that is our lovely dining room. But we will go through that eventually in this video. Anyways, as you can see, I use my key card to go into the school, and it says, "Welcome to the school." Then here you can see that there are different types of sections in the school, but we will go through the left section first. And as you can see, there are plenty of spaces to explore, but we will go through each section separately, starting with the healthcare program. So in their actual section, there is not much to explore about, since many of the programs have many similarities in their specific section. But what they do have is something called the method room, which we will visit later in this video. Anyways, upstairs we have the civics program, and you can also enter the program section by going from upstairs. Anyways, here's where I specifically visit every day except for weekends. This is the program I am in, and it is currently the last year for me before I graduate, so that's cool. Anyways, the lockers are fairly big and there are plenty of spaces to study in. This is also where I have the most of my classes, like Swedish, entrepreneurship, and social studies, English, etc. But yeah, as you can see that the environments are quite big. I mean, there are plenty of workspaces here, and if you would like to study by yourself, there are plenty of rooms to do that, but you can also study with others, people from your class, or if you have a certain project. But during the actual classes, we usually sit on our seats, taking out our computer and starts to listen to what the teacher has to say. And they often have many types of presentations. Really depends on which class you have, but usually we sit down and write what you just think is needed. So it is up to you who has the biggest responsibilities in your studies. But of course, the teachers are there to help. Okay, so then we have the children and leisure program. Their section is on the same floor and next to the civics program. Their section does not stand out compared to the others, but what they do have is practices with real jobs, so they can get the feeling of being an employee. But if we take it back to the first floor to the left, we will eventually see the marketing and service program. But don't mind me take just a quick stop at the middle open space of the school. I mean, because this is quite cool. We have like an outside space, which is quite nice to use like during the summer. Anyways, let's do what we were supposed to do, and that was to show you the marketing and service program. As you can see, the marketing and service program has more interesting projects showcased in their section, and they have a fairly big pool table. I tried to do my shot here. They have these cool setups with figures and interesting themes of rooms, and shout out to Game Changer. No, but yeah, they have these interesting rooms, and that's really sick. But if we take a step back to where we entered, there is another option to explore, and that is forward. And here we have 3 different sections, but we will start by going left. By taking a left, we will eventually arrive at the economics section. They mostly study maths, economics, marketing, and it is indeed a really good program if you would like to start your own business someday. But now, let's see what happens if we take the right option downstairs. Well, nothing much really, just a couple of classrooms and a couple of bathrooms. Anyways, if we go forward, we will be at the cafeteria. They have different types of drinks, sandwiches, sugar cookies, yogurt displayed, and we even have our own school merch, which is, could have been better, but at least we have it. Anyways, you can simply buy stuff with your card, and there are plenty of places to sit. In the same hallway is our own library, which every student has access to if they would like to borrow a book or study in a much quieter area. Have plenty of books with different themes, genres, and even different languages. And yeah, people really like this place. Upstairs though are more classrooms and an overview over the cafeteria. There are two different ways to walk to the next section, which is the animal section. This is where the school showcases their own taxidermy animals, which for some people may seem crazy, but for some people may seem very cool. Yeah. Now, since we are at the upper floor, we can explore the method room used by the healthcare program. Many people don't know about that this place actually exists, and this is actually the first time for me being there. Okay, so the very first thing that came to mind when I was there was that they have plenty of workspace with these hospital beds. And I actually had kind of one of those hospital beds at home, so I was quite familiar with the beds. Something cool though is that they have dolls as patients, and the hospital beds are actually flexible, just like the real ones in an actual hospital. In their program, they study about the human body, which could be interesting for those who may want to become a nurse someday. But yeah, in the same room they have a very big classroom. Almost too big. But guys, we need to take a break. So why not visit our separated dining room? For today's lunch, we have the chicken curry with pasta. There's also an existing salad bar, and yeah, fresh water from the tap. And I mean, Swedish tap water is really much better than American tap water, so yeah. And on a personal note, I don't think that we should complain so much about the food, since it is free and sometimes really good. And since it is free, don't mind me taking another portion of this, because this was really good. Anyways, before leaving the dishes, always say thank you for the food, because why not? Now, there's only one section left, which is our own auditorium. The coolest thing about this space even is that it's so big and it is used not only for like school projects and presentations or tests, but also for like actual shows. Before, there has been like people who danced here, different types of organizations like boarding a dance studio. There's been like lots of types of shows here, and this is not only used for school, so that's cool. And there's like this place where you control all the spotlights, all the technicalities. Very interesting. But yeah, I've never been here before. But yeah, this is really cool. But yeah, and there are even like places to sit here for those who wants a better view, perhaps. Also over there, same thing. But here in the middle, a person who controls the like technical stuff, he's here and just watching from this perspective, which is much different compared to the others who sit down there. But this is cool. Okay, so now this is the final main point of this video. What do I think of the school? And personally, I had it very hard on the first year, me trying to get into this new environment, and it was really hard for me to like adapt. But now when I'm on my last year, I can basically say that the teachers are amazing. The teachers are indeed amazing. They're very good at explaining things, and you have the opportunity to have like a good connection with them. So that is a major plus. And most of the teachers actually understand your situation. So if you feel like school is really hard, and like if you have a certain problem from home, personally, mentally, they would understand. And that is very important, because some other teachers doesn't. So I would say that this school is mostly represented by the teachers, because those very many of the teachers are very good, and the actual environment, I feel like it is really big. And I also really like that there are very many group rooms in our section, specifically in the civics program. I am very happy that I made the right decision, because without this school, I wouldn't be having digital making. I wouldn't be the person that I am today. So yeah, I can basically say just thank you. Yeah, that's basically it. Bye. Kiko, what do you think about school? What do you think of school?